That's it.
I'm here today to announce the appointment of David Weiss as a special counsel, consistent with the Department of Justice regulations governing such matters.
Gotta dig it. Sniffy Joe. Dude sniffs everybody.
That's the funniest thing I ever saw right there.
That is pretty good. Sniff this.
So you don't hear much about Hunter Biden in the news much lately.
No.
What's up with that?
Why do you think that is? Well, there's a lot of shit going on. Nobody wants to waste time with that piece of garbage.
Yeah.
Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden. Welcome, everybody, to the Orange Men Podcast. Dave and Mike B here with you on a Saturday afternoon. I think we're getting ready to head over to the casino to hit the ATM.
Ching.
That's what I call that casino, my ATM.
Is this live or Memorex? Remember that old saying?
I do.
Memorex tapes?
Yeah. It's funny what comes to your mind, isn't it?
Yeah. A lot of old shit.
A lot of old shit.
It's when life was good.
Well,
when you had the Memorex cassette tapes. And you used to tape your own music from the radio and shit.
Mixtapes. Make mixtapes. Used to try to... And the radio stations used to talk over the beginning of the song so that you wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Dicks.
I listened to a Bob Dylan song the other day, and I was like, such a simple song. Blowing in the wind. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind.
I got you. All right, everybody. Just wanted you to know, Mike B's in here filling in for Big Clint.
Mm-hmm.
We're just talking about shit. But I did give him the soundboard.
Mm-hmm.
He's got 8 buttons.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not doing good at
and
it.
We're going to see how good he is today. Okay. There you go. He's got the crowd going.
When you introduce me to do the job, I get the applause.
There you go. Introducing Mike B. See that? All right. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. So, we finally got a new speaker.
Yeah, Mike Johnson.
Michael Johnson.
I liked him. I liked what he said. I don't know how the hell he got in.
I know that's odd because the other two guys were probably, well, they seem less conservative than this guy. And, you know, when they wouldn't vote in Scalise or Jim Johnson? Jim
Jordan.
Jim Jordan. When they didn't vote
him in.
Yeah. And I got to figure those 20 Republicans were part of the cabal.
Yeah.
Part of the other side of the aisle.
McCartney aisle.
No, I think they're, I don't know. I was suspicious of them, and I was thinking to myself, these guys are part of the problem. These are the guys that are voting with Joe Biden. You know, these are the guys, you know, I think they rightfully got rid of Kevin McCarthy.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the right thing to do. He made promises he didn't keep.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything for the American people. And he's gone. And I think, what's his name? Who's the guy that got rid of him? Me and names.
Who's the guy what?
They got rid of him.
Scalise?
No, they got rid of McCarthy. That started the whole thing.
Oh, Matt Gaetz.
Matt Gaetz. There it is. How can I forget that?
Right?
Good thing you're here.
He reminds me of a mafia dude when you look at him like he could have played in Goodfellas.
Matt Gaetz?
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
About his look, but looks like he could be a mafia guy.
But anyway, this guy's really conservative. He's obviously a Christian. He was quoting the Bible.
I was thinking I might have to get a new hobby or something where I actually got excited about a new speaker at the house. Like, what the hell?
You better find something to do.
I know, man.
But I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what they try to get through. I mean, honestly, to me, even if the shut the fucking government down, because when they're not doing anything, they're not fucking shit up. That's how I see it. I don't think our government right now is doing anything positive for the American people. And I don't know, even with the Republicans in control of the House, air quotes, that they're going to be able to get anything through that's going to stop anything that Joe Biden's doing. To get anything through, they're going to have to
threaten them.
Well, they're going to
cut their money off.
They're going to have to. Well, right. I agree, but they're not going to be able to do that because they're not going to get the Democrats on board. I think most of the bills that they try to put through or that they want to put through, I think they have to do it in just to make a statement because nothing's going to pass. You got to put
when it gets to the Senate, it's going to be done anyway.
Yeah, it's done. So if you get a unanimous Republican vote, then you'll get the bill passed in the House, but it's not going to get past the Senate. So everything they do is just going to be for no reason. But I think you have to do it anyway, just to send the message that, hey, American people are sick of this nonsense. We're doing the work of the American people.
It gets airtime too, right? It gets put on TV.
Yeah, we want to do this, this, and this, and they won't let us do it because, they don't care.
You get to see who voted yay or nay on it.
Right, so it's got to be a show of solidarity in the Republican Party, and quite frankly, you can't work with these Democrats. The idea the Founding Fathers had was to have two parties work together and do good things for the country.
Well, it was made to have arguments too, and come together.
Right.
And you argue about it, and you come up with a good solution. That's how it was made to be like that. Right?
And you make some compromises,
sure.
Yeah. But we can't compromise. Our country is in ruin. If we compromise anymore, this country's going to go down the toilet. It already is. The border's wide open. The economy sucks. We're running out of diesel fuel. We don't produce any of our own energy. This push for electric vehicles is just stupid. It's
we're definitely
stupid.
not there yet. I mean, where could you even charge one? Going down the turnpike or a highway?
We went to Giant yesterday, and there was one parking spot that charged vehicles, and it was a 2-hour limit. Who the fuck's going to sit there for 2 hours to charge their vehicle? And then who's going to wait 2 hours for that guy to get done so you can charge your vehicle?
Yeah.
It's stupid. The whole thing's stupid.
I think they have the Wawa's, like you were saying, have a charger, but you have to pay to have it supercharged. Like it'll charge real quick.
Yeah, they have
in
a
an
Tesla,
hour or something.
Tesla, a lot of the Wawas have them, but it's still not enough.
Nah, you fill your tank up with gas in 5 minutes?
Not even. This country runs on fuel.
So if there was 5 things that you would like the government to do for the people, Congress or whatever, what would be like a top 5 things in your mind?
Wow. Well, first thing you got to
Good
close.
question, right?
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. Number 1 would be shut the fucking border down.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Drill, baby, drill.
I would agree with that.
Start producing our own oil. No more taxation without representation. We're overtaxed. The income tax was imposed on the American people during, I think, World War II to help fund the war.
Yeah.
And that was supposed to end. It never did. The problem with the government, everything they do doesn't stop. Welfare, social programs, all these things that don't work, they keep going and keep going and going and going, and we throw more money at it.
You think that's so you depend on them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we need to fix the tax code. That's got to be one thing.
So that's 3.
We got to stop pushing this transgender bullshit in the schools. This shit shouldn't be taught. We don't teach 2nd and 3rd graders sex education. What are we doing teaching them about gay and transgender and all this other? They don't need to know that. I was on the beach.
Why do you think they even do that? Like they're just trying to split the family up?
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah,
what is that?
They already took care of the black family. They already destroyed the black family. Now they're going after the nuclear family, the white families. And this is how you do it. This is you get a 3rd grader coming home. I saw an Instagram video. A guy walked into his son's school, and they had him in a dress. And the guy's like, "Don't ever get that dress off of him. Don't ever, 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 ever put him in a dress again." And the teachers were like freaking out. "Oh no, this was first time, last time. Don't ever Why are you putting a kid in a dress?
Yeah. And
What-
not even telling the parents.
What's
Like,
going
they
on in
were
school that you
keeping it
got to
from
put
the
a boy
parents.
in a dress?
I mean, let the mom and dad talk to their children about,
Right.
sex and stuff like that.
If you brought this to children 50 years ago, if you were doing sexualizing children, they take your kids from you.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's promoted. It's a sad state. So that's 4. Got to stop that shit. And 5, what would it be?
I think 5 for me would be health insurance. I think.
In what capacity?
And just cheaper. Maybe like according to what your income is. Like, I don't mind paying for it, but not $1,500 a month.
Well,
You know what I mean?
yeah, I get cheaper health insurance, but I really. Do you know what the number 3 killer of Americans is? Number 3.
Probably medication.
1 is heart disease. 2 is cancer. What do you think 3 is? You just said it.
Medications.
The medical industry.
Yeah.
So why would you pay top dollar to go get killed by your medical professional?
Mm-hmm. Well, I definitely think a lot of them depend on just take this pill.
Yeah. Well, drugs are poison. They're killing this population. It's the third leading killer of this country.
And
Yeah.
a big money maker for them, too,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. And people line up for their pills. They line up. And you know why they line up? Because they're lied to. They're scared into thinking they need these drugs to keep them alive. And it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's nothing but poison. It does nothing good for you. There's no drug that does anything for you. There's not one single drug that can cure a disease. Not one.
No.
Not one. But there's a lot of natural remedies that can. But you're not allowed to talk about them. It's
I
a
think
law.
just changing some of your diet can help you with a lot of things.
Well, sure. I mean, but look what they're feeding us. Look at the options we have.
Who knows what's in the food, right?
Genetically modified food,
Mm-hmm.
cows and animals pumped with hormones, eating genetically modified food themselves. Our food sucks. Purposely so that we can get sick and depend on the medical field not to help us. It's not health care. It's sick care.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem. You don't need a doctor if you're healthy. If you're healthy, you don't need health insurance. I think you should have like injury insurance, something like that, where like if you need to go into
That's why I would have it.
Right.
In case I fell off a ladder or
Right.
something.
But if your blood
Car
pressure's high, you
accident.
better find out why it is.
Yeah.
But they don't tell you why it's high.
Yeah.
They don't say you have high blood pressure because of this. They're saying, oh, it's genetic. You can't help it. You need this drug. Bullshit. Your cholesterol's high. It's genetic. You need this drug. Bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's a fucking lie. Every disease you have, disease means dis-ease. Your body's in dis-ease because it can't heal itself because you're poisoning it. First of all, what you're eating. You're not getting the proper nutrition. Your body will heal itself. Do you know when you break a
Even
bone?
sleep. Even not getting enough sleep.
That's exactly right. You know when you break a bone, it heals.
Yeah.
Your body can do that.
Or
Your
if you
body,
get a cut.
your body, it heals. Your body's
It's a wonderful, beautiful, God-given
it's
machine.
intelligently designed. It will heal itself, but you have to give it what it needs to heal itself. Drugs are not the answer. And I'm going to talk about that till I'm blue in the face, but no one's going to get it. People are still going to line up for their cholesterol, their blood pressure, their whatever else they fucking are told they have. And they're going to just, because the guy has a stethoscope around his neck, he wears a coat, and he's got something on his wall. Oh, he must know.
Plus, your body can get dependent on something. You keep taking it. It's going to
Yeah, look at the whole,
wanting it.
how many people died from Oxycontin?
Yeah.
That ain't nothing but a form of heroin. And they were giving it to these people. And it turned into an epidemic. And nobody went to jail for it.
Yep.
Hundreds of thousands of people died, OD'd. Nobody cares about this fentanyl coming across the border either. You know, if I'm the president of the United States and we have 100,000 Americans a year dying from fentanyl, I'm closing the fuck up. It's a national emergency at that point.
That in itself.
Right. Right. To me, it's a national emergency. 100,000 Americans died. 100,000. And we just go, thanks, Joe Biden. Thanks for letting all those oppressed people in. That's all. These people are insane. It makes no sense. I don't
like
get
what
it.
we were saying earlier. It's like they're doing it purposely. It's the only thing I could come up with that's logical.
They like it when people die. Less people to control. Thin out the population. They talk about it all the time. The Bill Gates of the world. We need vaccines to reduce the population. He said that.
Yeah.
He said it. And no one cared. No one says nothing.
Didn't hurt.
Ugh. It's horrible. I don't know what these liberals or these people think they're going to get. But the government wasn't established to take care of you. It wasn't. The number one priority of the United States government should be defend us and keep us safe.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's number one.
Not take all our money and then spend it the way you think it should be spent.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. That's why we need to change the tax code. Give me my money and let me live my life. That's what your job is, to make sure that I keep my money and that I get to live my life in peace and safety. Mm-hmm. That's the job of the federal government. That's what Trump wanted to do. But no, he was going to crush the economy and start World War III. And now look at us. Now what do you got to say?
Yep.
Looks
like Joe Biden's on his way to do that.
Yeah, right. We're heading into World War III, and now, I heard earlier this week they sent 900 troops to the Middle East, and they're talking about a draft now. Who's going to fight?
Yeah.
Who you drafting?
Who would want to?
Well, first of all, the fighting age men are going to be like, fuck this. I'm not fighting for your you war pigs, you scum sucking war hogs. Mm-hmm. So that you can get rich and sit in your fucking gated communities and get rich while I'm fighting for you? They're going to be like, fuck you.
There's a lot of parents, too, that wouldn't want their kids to go.
No. And then these libtards, are they going to go fight anybody?
Yeah, how about we take all the ones that protest in colleges and all that, we'll send them to go.
I challenge them to spend 10 minutes in Gaza.
Yeah.
Go try to live under Hamas rule. You'll be back here crying like a bitch. If you live long enough, you'll be back here crying like a bitch in 2 minutes.
Well, it cracks me up about all the protests and stuff. And these are people that were not there.
No.
Didn't just come from Gaza and saw it all for their own eyes.
Yeah.
My goodness.
And then
shut your yap.
I know. I mean, I believe in free speech, but when you support terrorism, I mean, you should be considered a terrorist.
Yeah, but you should speak on things that you 100% know of, right? That is going on.
Most people have opinions on stuff. I get it.
Yeah, that's true. And you could have an opinion.
You can have your opinion, and I'm okay with that. But, do your homework. Do your fucking homework.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't know. I know what they're being taught in these colleges. It's just, and it's been happening for a long time, and now here we are. This is what we get for it.
Yeah, like I said, these are people that may be part of our government one day.
Yeah, these guys.
Isn't a lot of congressmen and Senate people went to college and they became lawyers and judges and doctors?
Yeah, I guess.
That's where it starts.
I don't know. I guess.
Yeah, a lot of them didn't just
John Fetterman went to Harvard, believe it or not.
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
He seems to be talking a little better, I think.
I know. What's up? I'm not even sure that's him. Thinking that might not be him. Did you notice Joe Biden grew some balls on his chin? He finally grew some balls. They're on his chin.
Who's that? Oh, wait.
Boss on chin. There you go. Better late than never, I always say.
I'm hard-headed, but once it's in there, it's in there.
I don't know. It's a sad state we're in.
Who was that cartoon that had balls on his chin? Family Guy?
Peter Griffin, yeah.
Yeah.
He was just laughing. Boss on chin. So we got the Eagles coming up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Playing the Redskins. I will not say the...
Commoners.
I will not say it. They are the Washington Redskins, people.
Yeah.
And you know the Redskins, that logo was a tribute to the Native American.
Yeah, it wasn't a knock on them.
No, it wasn't racist at all. But that's where we're at. Everything's racist. I don't get it.
Gotta watch what you say.
And even the Cleveland Indians, they changed their name. Indian? Is that racist? People from India are called Indians. Is that racist? No, it's just where you're from.
I think they pound crap into people's mind to, like, racism isn't there. They just make you think it is.
I agree with that. I think
You know?
yeah. Nobody thinks about it.
No, it's not at all.
When I walk into a room, I don't go, "Oh, that guy's Asian, that guy's black,
Oh,
that
my
guy's
God.
Hispanic." Nobody does that.
No.
It's like, what? Who cares? They think that. I mean, they play the. I don't know. They play that role. I don't know. It's something to divide us again,
Yep.
and they're going to keep doing it because it works.
Yeah, because
Because
you
it
know
works.
you're strong as a group, and you're not when you're.
Not when you're
Singled
separate,
out.
right? All for one and one for all.
Yep.
Can't do that if you're fighting against each other.
Yep.
What about this dude that shot up that bowling alley? Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I heard they found him dead.
Yeah, did he kill himself?
Yeah, I don't know. I just saw that they found him.
Where did
dead.
they find him? Do you know?
No, I don't know anything about it. I just heard that that's what it was. But they were saying he was on maybe he wasn't taking medication.
I think it's the opposite.
You think he needed it?
No, I think he was on it.
Yeah. Oh, right.
I think that's part of the problem. Nobody asks those questions. Nobody says what first of all, according to the news, I don't know if it's true or not, but because you can only believe, half of what you see and nothing that you hear.
Yeah.
But they're saying that he's threw up tons of red flags. He's made threats already.
Yeah. And he was 2 weeks in a hospital.
In a
for
mental
it.
hospital, yeah.
Which seems to be, I heard, a long time for that.
So if you're making threats, violent threats of terrorism, you get to keep your guns?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is that? How does this guy have weapons? We did nothing, and I think we
Supposedly
did.
they had yellow flag laws there that's for that in Maine.
Red flag laws? I think
Now
they're-
they have yellow ones. They're
Oh,
called
what-
yellow flag laws.
So nobody did
So
nothing.
that didn't even come into play.
Well, criminals don't obey laws.
No.
But this guy, he threw up all these red flags. Everybody ignored him, and I think they were purposely ignored. I think these people are produced. I don't think that it's just random acts of violence. There was these mass shootings weren't happening 30, 40 years ago. Mm-hmm. It's recent, and it's with the introduction of drugs, is what I think is doing this. I think these people are whacked out on medication. You can't have a second, third, or fourth grader in school, a boy. Notice they're all boys. Most of them. There's I think one transgender, but she wanted to be a boy. But boys are different than girls. Girls can go to be a second grader, sit in class, and be prim and proper and behave themselves. Boys cannot. They're
They
wired.
want to fart. They want to do shit.
They want to fart. They want to run around. They want to be mischievous. Yeah, they want to do that. But the problem is, what boys need is more exercise. Boys need 2, 3, 4 recesses a day. They need an outlet for all their energy.
Yeah.
But we don't do that. What we do now, we say, oh, he's disruptive. He's got ADD, and we put him on drugs.
Medication.
So we got kids as young as 3, 4, 5 years old on medication. And then they're on medication their entire lives. You don't think that fucks with their growth,
Even her psyche.
the growth of their brain? You don't think that's fucking with it? All them chemicals? So they grow up and they're whacked out. Not only are they whacked out killing people, they're whacked out. They want to cut their own penises off. They want to grow boobs. When you medicate these people the way you medicate them, you can talk them into anything. And that's what we're doing. We're indoctrinating these kids that are on drugs, and now they're all fucked up. Look at them.
Yep.
But nobody says anything. And then I think we produce these kids to go out and do these mass shootings for one reason and one reason only. They don't care who dies. They don't care the collateral damage. What they want is to say,
gun.
hey, it's the gun. Yeah. And they want to do away with the Second Amendment. You watch, that's going to come too. We're in big trouble. This Constitution is being shit on left and right. And
freedom of speech too.
Without this document, and without these people enforcing this document, that's really what it's all about. We've been able to enforce it, but we're doomed. Doomed, I tell you. We're doomed. But
it's depressive thinking about it.
It is sad to think about. But I was talking about the Eagles. You got a score for me? You got a prediction? What are you thinking?
21 birds.
They ran roughshod over us last time.
Yeah.
Our defense can do it.
21-14.
You think it's going to be that close?
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be that close this time. I think it's going to be more like a 35-7, 35-10 game. I think we're going to romp them this time. How about them Niners 2 in a row down?
I know, right?
Yeah, they were supposed to be the team to beat, but they're looking like shit, and their quarterback just went on concussion protocol. So they might be done.
We play them this year too, don't we?
The Niners?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't looked at this. I haven't looked down the schedule far enough. But yeah, Eagles going to win 35-10.
All right. I say 21-14.
Okay, player. Put that in your notes. Put that in your notes. All right, man. Listen, I really appreciate you coming up and filling in for the big guy.
Oh man, no problem.
It's been fun. I really enjoyed it.
Like hanging with brother.
Maybe, yeah, me too. Maybe if we get back in time, we can. Once we get back from the casino, we can tell everybody how much money we won.
Yeah, one is right.
That's right.
We're not losing.
I don't go to lose. That word's not even in my vocabulary, although I just said it, but it's not what I meant. Hit the intro button there. There you go. Orange Men Podcast. Check us out. YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, Instagram. I don't think we're on TikTok.
We're all over the world.
I got kicked off of TikTok. We rank like 230 in Great Britain.
Hey, it's something.
Those Brits are watching. You know why? Because they want to know what's really going on in this country.
Yeah.
The only way they can get the truth is listen to the Orange Men.
From the people on the ground.
That's it.
Boots on the ground.
That's right. You're not going to get the truth from CNN, especially the Clinton News Network. If you get a chance, watch The Fall of the Cabal.
All of the cabal.
They go and explain all the people that died around the Clintons suspiciously. Guy committed suicide. Shot himself in the back of the head a couple times.
Wow.
That's what they want you to think anyway. But anyway, it's good stuff. Great hanging out with you. Click the links. I don't know all that stuff that Clint says, so we'll have to leave that for him. I'm sure Clint will post the stuff later.
All righty.
All right. Brother.
Peace out.
Orange Men out.
So long, gay boys.